Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. I am Jackelyn Shultz and I'm really excited, like I usually am, to be doing another review for you today. Today's product is a small little gadget for building stuff. It's a tool that you put onto your drill, your electric drill. This is perfect for me because I am actually the builder in the household. It is not my husband, it is me. I am the one that built and put together my son's bed. I build all the furniture in the house. I recently just built a table and I ordered another table that I had to put together. Anyway, so yeah, this is for me, not for him, for me. This tool is called the Magic Socket. Basically, what the magic socket is supposed to do is attach onto your electric drill, and then you can pretty much use that to drill any kind of screw, hook, I don't know, anything that you need to screw in. It's universal and everything is supposed to fit in there. This little box right here comes with two pieces. Nothing else, there's no instructions, there's nothing. It's just a little tiny box and there's two pieces inside. You're going to have to excuse me and pardon me because even though I am technically the one that does the building and assembling in this house, I am by no means an expert. So I actually don't know what anything is called. Let's see, it says here a 7 by 19 millimeter metric. But it has this little thing, which is the gadget that you actually stick into your drill, like so, and you tighten it so it stays in there. And then it has this little gadget right here, which is actually the magic socket part, and that attaches onto this, like that. And then that's it. It's super simple, super easy to set up and put on your drill and to start using. The reason why I was intrigued by this is because it kind of reminds me of, I am going to date myself right now by talking about this item, but it reminds me of that toy that I used to play with when I was younger. It's kind of a flat surface and then it has a bunch of pins or needles in it that are not sharp, and you can like press your hand or any kind of body part or any object into it, and then the pins will go in and form to whatever the object is, and then you see it in there like an imprint. I used to have one when I was younger. I used to love like making a face and putting my face up to it and then pulling it out and you can kind of see the imprint of my face. Anyways, that's what it reminds me of because it has all of these little metal pieces or parts in there, and you can kind of press them in and it will form to any kind of screw, any kind of hook. It'll form to your finger, it'll form to an Allen key, it'll form to basically anything and get stuck in there, and so you can drill any tool or gadget or hook or screw that you need to, all in one little drill piece. It even says it on the box. It'll drill an eye, a cap, a hook, a nut, a square, a hex, literally like anything. So obviously I had to give it a try, and it was the perfect time to try it out because I just ordered a brand new table. As a matter of fact, I am starting a podcast with my dad. I needed a new table to set up all of my equipment and my computer and my lighting and my mic, blah, blah, blah. And so I got the table and I needed to assemble it. This table in particular wasn't that difficult. It came with a lot of screws and you basically just screwed it in with an Allen key. The second I took out the screws and the Allen key, I knew I was screwed. Ha ha ha, you get it? You get it? Anyways, I knew I was screwed because that Allen key was way bigger than this part right here. This is not that big. It doesn't fit a huge Allen key. So I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm not even gonna get to try it out because like the one tool that I have to use on this table isn't gonna work in this because it's way too big. I was legit disappointed. I even tried to see if I could screw in just the screw itself without the Allen key. It didn't work because the screws that they gave me were perfectly round. I think it has to have some kind of edge or something in order for it to get stuck and jammed in here. If it's perfectly circular, then it won't get stuck in there and it's just gonna go around and around. You get what I'm saying? I feel like I'm having a hard time describing my thoughts today. But then I remembered that I had another Allen key that I had saved from a previous use, and it was a lot smaller. So I ran to go get that one, and that one worked super well. I was really excited that I got to try it out. Now here's the deal. When I was using it to build this table, it did work well. The Allen key stuck in there, no problem. It screwed all the screws in, no problem. But I did end up screwing them in by hand the last little bit, just so that I can tighten it and make sure it was as tight as possible. However, it still did save me a lot of time because I didn't have to do the majority of it by hand. This went really, really quickly. Another thing that was great was the directions for that table were a little bit iffy, so I ended up putting the legs on the wrong side. So instead of me having to struggle and take out all the screws by hand using that Allen wrench, I was able to just change the direction of my screwdriver, like I think pretty much every screwdriver is able to do. And this took out all the screws with that Allen key super, super easily. Even though I did have to tighten all the screws by hand, I feel like the job itself was cut in half. Like the amount of time it took was probably half the amount of time it would have taken if I didn't have this tool or this screwdriver to use and I had to do all of it by hand. Allen keys suck. Another thing that I think this would have been amazing for is my daughter has a canopy that's hanging over her bed, and there was just a little hook that you're supposed to just push into the ceiling and screw with your fingers. That was so hard for me, number one, because I had to stand on an uneven surface on her bed and try to push it in as hard as I could by hand. I feel like if I had this tool at that time, it would have made that so much easier. Even though I am reviewing this product in particular, there are a couple other things that I wanted to show you. You know when you're on Amazon and you're looking at a product and then it gives you some suggestions for other products that you might like to purchase? Well, that's what happened with this one. One of the suggestions was this thing or these thingies. I don't know why I needed so many of them. Now let me tell you why I thought this was so stinking cool. You put this into your screwdriver and you can literally bend it so that it can screw in any of your screws that are hard to reach. There are so many times that I want to use my screwdriver and I can't because whatever screw that I am trying to screw in is at such a weird angle, and this will totally solve that problem. All right, I think that's it. It's pretty simple, pretty self-explanatory. It worked, it did the job. I am stoked on my new tool that makes building stuff way easier. I think I am going to give this a thumbs up. I would give it 2 thumbs up, but I'm holding this screwdriver. I am going to put the link to this magic socket in my description so that you can check it out. I am also going to put the link to my whole Amazon shop where I keep all the products that I love and use on a day-to-day basis. I will probably put these other products in there as well. I'm gonna put that link in my description as well so that you can go check that out. If you enjoyed this video, you can give it a thumbs up. If you enjoy seeing product reviews in general, then you will probably enjoy my channel. So don't forget to hit that red subscribe button. You can also turn on notifications so that you never miss a video. And on that note, thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys again next time, next week, next Friday for the next review. Bye.